It's totally hands-free, hands-on, hands-free. Would this technically be hands-free? I'm not even using my hands. Ginger Runner. What's up everybody, Ethan Newberry here for another GingerRunner.com review. Today we are reviewing the Salomon S-Lab Sense Hydro Set, which is actually 2 gloves and a bladder. That said bladder. So this system is actually pretty cool. You may have seen my old Hydra Pack FLASK review that I posted a few months back. This is Salomon's solution to being able to use that flask while not actually having to grip it at all. Obviously I'm not gripping that flask and it's working. Overall, it's a really cool product. I actually give Salomon a lot of credit for being innovative and actually going to the drawing board and designing something for this very specific need. It's a niche product. I think it's super cool, and it's comprised of 3 parts: the right glove, the left glove, and of course the little bladder. It slips into these little straps right behind the hand, just like that. And then you have a strap from the thumb that goes over the valve, and you pull it tight with this little elastic cord there. It's very simple, easy to use, and tastes like air. All right, let's get on with the review. Things that I like. I like that it's portable. It comes with 2 gloves and the bladder, obviously. The 2 gloves can stash in a pocket or just wear them on your hand, and it's actually fairly comfortable. And then the bladder itself, when deflated or not full, can roll up flat and stick in a pocket. And then when it's full, just stick it to the palm. Super easy, super portable. I like that the fit is secure. These gloves actually fit fairly tight and snug along the palm. They come in sizes, so for those of you who have large palms or abnormally large hands in general, you should be able to fit just fine. These are a size medium, work great. I think this system is great for short runs. I'm no Kilian Jornet, and he used these in Western states. In 2012, he ran the Western states with the gloves and this bladder system, which I believe was still being worked out and engineered at that point, which is really cool to see in photos. Now we actually have product on store shelves. And for me, I think they work better for shorter runs just because the bladders don't hold a lot of liquid. I'm no camel, so I get thirsty on runs. I like to carry a 20-ounce bottle or more. This is an 8-ounce flask. I believe you can get up to 1,000 milliliter flask on here, which is about 33 ounces. They work great for shorter races when maybe you want to put a couple gels mixed with water right there on your palm and just suck it dry. I absolutely just did that in a video. The gloves have a sweat pad. On the back of the gloves here, on the back of the wrist, is a wonderful, nice, soft material that you can use to, why am I wiping my cheek? You can use it to wipe your forehead or whatever and keeps the sweat off, which I think is a nice addition, smart. I already gave Salomon props for this, but I need to point it out again. They're niche engineering. This is a niche market, right? Not just handheld water bottles, but a handheld glove that can hold a flask, a soft flask that will fold up and store in a pocket. They're being innovative and they're pushing the envelope as far as technology and how we stay hydrated on long runs, ultra runs, between aid stations, stuff like that. So I give them major credit for doing something like this. Things I dislike. Already mentioned it, but the flask sizing. So this is an 8-ounce flask that it comes with. You can go up to a 10, 12-ounce flask or up to 1,000 milliliter flask, which is huge. And that thing is just gonna dangle off, right? So I think you're limited to what sizes actually work. I would say it's race specific. 10K half marathon. Anything longer than that, and I'm just gonna be afraid I'm not carrying enough specific for me. Durability of stitching. I have noticed some of the stitching begins to fray a little bit. I'm stretching this part of the glove pretty tight, so I have a little bit of fear that at some point that stitching will give, but it hasn't. It's held up, so you be the judge. They're expensive at about 40 bucks for the whole set, both gloves for both hands, and the bladder. For those of you who are already using soft flasks, maybe stashing them in pockets, side pockets of your shorts, this is an awesome solution. It'll allow you to actually carry that flask in your hand, maybe store an extra or 2 in your pocket so you can rotate through the whole system, and at aid stations, fill it up. So I think that's a pretty cool thing if you're already using them. Otherwise, it's kind of an expensive chance to take on a solution that may or may not work for you. These 2 elastic bands right here hold the bladder in place, as you can see on my left hand. I think they're a little high up on the palm. It'd be nice to have one here and one down here on the wrist if they could bring that glove down. Only because when you get into the longer bladders, get your mind out of the gutter. That bladder is gonna hang down on your arm, and it would be nice to have some sort of strap to keep it secure in there while you suck it dry. Now let's get on with the points. Quality, I give the Hydro Set 4 out of 5. I haven't had a single issue with any of these. I did have a bit of a leak in the bladder. They replaced it, all good. They stand by their product and it shows 4 out of 5. Comfort, again, 4 out of 5. I don't have a problem with these other than pinching my hand just a little bit because that's a little tight right there. Otherwise, they're pretty comfortable, and in the long run, you barely notice it. I would almost say it's better than strapping one of those giant water bottle straps onto the backside of your hand, which can cause chafing and discomfort over a long run. Price, I have to give them 3 out of 5. Had to knock them down a couple points just because the set is pretty expensive for what you get. You'd think that maybe $20 for the 2 gloves plus another $5 for the flask or something like that, so $25 or $30, but that $40 price point is kind of high. And finally, looks, it's not necessarily applicable. 4 out of 5 on looks. I would say it's much better looking system than a handheld water bottle as far as looks are concerned, and you get some funny glares from people along the course going, what the hell is that? Brings the total to 15 out of 20, which is a damn good score for the Salomon S-Lab Sense Hydro set. Again, if you're using bladders already, awesome solution. If you haven't used bladders at all, I do recommend giving them a try just because they're nice, small, portable hydration solutions where you can fill it with goo, you can fill it with water, you can fill it with whatever you want, and now you have a glove that can actually attach it to your hand without any gripping, which I think is a neat solution that Salomon came up with all on their own. So that's it. What do you guys use for hydration? Do you use a handheld water bottle? Do you use a backpack solution? I'm really curious just because I know what I run with. I'm curious what people out there run with. Little flasks. What do you guys use? Let me know in the comments below of this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, youtube.com/thegingerrunner. I'm posting new reviews all the time. I'm also on all the other social networks, twitter.com/thegingerrunner or @thegingerrunner. You can visit me on Facebook, facebook.com/thegingerrunner, or on my website, gingerrunner.com. I've got reviews and blogs going up all the time. Go check it out and interact with me, guys. I can't live my life without some sort of interaction. So how about you drop me a line and say hi? Huh? That's it. We'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to train hard, race hard, and party hardest. That's what we're here for, friends. Get out there. Run!